Live in the afternoon, it's Courtney. Does she know that she's here? But look at those ankle socks. Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. I need to learn how to read. I'm so keep shopping. I like jostled my bosoms out of place. I did not do it! That sounds like me when I play the recorder. You can't tell the difference, can you? But being gay. Hello, everybody. Oh, sorry, I was a little... Yes, looks like we're a little off here. Hold on. Here we go. Hello, everybody. And welcome to another episode of Babbling Courtney Brooke, where I babble whatever is on my brain at you for however long you'll have me. Tonight I had a couple of things in mind. I will say, though, I spent so much time trying to make a thumbnail for the top 3 things that I wanted to talk about, and it was just not working. And so I said, you know what? But we have to talk about Haley Joel Osment. That is the most important part. Is Haley Joel Osment. I forgot to put on my lip liner. Oh no. But either way, I feel like talking about him. Okay, I think I just made it worse, but what are you gonna do? And Star Wars Celebration was this weekend, and of course WrestleMania happened this weekend. Unfortunately, I did not end up going. I really should have just gone. There was just too much for me to try and like sort out in such a short period of time. You know, next time. Anyway, I look like I have a mustache, but that's okay. Let's say hello to everybody. Courtney, Russ, you're looking great, and I hope the pups are doing amazing. Let's help Courtney and the pups. Oh, yay, they are doing amazing. Chungus, I was carrying Chungus to the couch yesterday because she thought that she was gonna help me cook breakfast, and when I sat her down on the couch, my back went out. Woo, that was rough, but we're back. My back is back, so that's good. And Courtney Russ with the $9.99 for your pups. Well, thank you. Dogs, you need to come out here and say thank you to Courtney. M.A., hello. I don't know what he did, but at least Haley Joel Osment's mugshot looks better than the guy who played the older brother on Tool Time's mugshot. Oh, Zachary Ty Bryan. Oh, I want to see this. I haven't seen it. Okay. Hello, Sa and Frank. I think you got arrested for seeing dead people. No, it's wild. NKFD, isn't that young Skywalker from Phantom Menace? No, that man is Jake Lloyd, and he is actually rather handsome. I'm sorry, but Haley Joel Osment kind of isn't. Or is this Charlie Kirk's brother? No, it's Haley Joel Osment. Carrie R. Hi, beautiful Courtney. Well, hello. I put an article in Live Topics Discord channel. It's a follow-up about the house fire that killed the kids in Michigan. Oh, yes, we need to follow up on that. Let's see. Bree the Booker, hello. Deranged Lunatic, hello, good evening. Michael Coulter, hello. And AV Tom, hello. Healer, hello. YT streamer, YouTube streamer, whoops. Keeper of the Chungus. I'm like messing up right now, really bad. Try this one more time. Hello, YouTube streamer, Keeper of the Chungus. Yes, Keeper of the Chunga, choo-choo. I just call her Choo-choo now. She's my little chooch. K-Max, hello. Courtney's WrestleMania went live on Simpcast. Oh, yes. That was so fun. I'm telling you, it still made me laugh so hard. Exposed to the larger audience now. I know, it's incredible. And I mean, so thank you, Carrie, for pointing out that Taylor Swift is my favorite WrestleMania character. Oh, Courtney deserves more viewer than she has. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. One day, I haven't been doing this very long, and it's a struggle. Most people, I mean, gosh, it's only been 7 months. It'll be 8 months. So like this is actually pretty big for a lot of people. A lot of people still, either if they're hammering it out, a lot of people go like a year or so and have like less than 10 viewers. Some people will, a lot of people just, I've been lucky in that I've consistently had a pretty decent sized audience from the beginning. Like my very first stream, I had 25 concurrent viewers, which is pretty big for somebody, especially I had no internet presence whatsoever. I was a normie nobody. And, you know, I just so happened to have been able to be on streams with Keanu and Chrissy a couple of times beforehand. So I did already have kind of a built-in audience in a way. But a lot of people don't have that. And so it's actually, I would like to have a big a bigger audience. I'd like to have lots more viewers. I'd like to reach more people. But considering how very little time I've been doing this for, it's actually pretty cool how I have a pretty big audience compared to a lot of other people. So, and for that, everybody, I thank you. Let's give you guys a round of applause. Tim F, hello. Saw, you're looking beautiful. Thank you. The highlight of my and everyone here is Monday, Courtney. Yay! I actually really enjoy Mondays. Pause. And the shirt is worth $1 million. Yes. Every once in a while, you just got to let some of the cleave out, you know? Colton, I wouldn't miss Chungus' streams for work. I wouldn't miss Chungus' streams for work. Yes, exactly. Man, that took me a minute to process. What's with the power metal in the background? My intro song? That's I put that. I mean, I didn't like make it. I like to pretend like I made it, but like that's I went to the song making website and I was like, I want a space rock song, and they came up with that. Why does he look like a more retarded version of Shane Gillis? I know. I think that he was on puberty blockers when he was younger. There's something weird and very stunted about his appearance. Hi, McGuinevere. Hello. Courtney, you look beautiful in blue. It matches your eyes. Thank you. And WrestleMania. Maybe I should figure out a way to like make that a little bit quieter. Because can I do that? What's this? Oh God, that's not what I wanted to do. No. Oh no. Okay. What's this? Also, how do you use this? Okay, play. I don't feel like that did anything. Nope. Okay, so it does make it a little quieter. That's not as aggressive, yeah? I feel like that's not as aggressive. Let's save that. Actually, let's save as a copy. Oh, excuse me. WrestleMania. Okay, there we go. Save as a copy. There we go. Cool. Let's see if let's move this up a bit. Yeah, there we go. I want them right next to each other though. Anyway, let's try this. Yeah, it does seem like the second one was a little softer. You guys tell me. AV Tom, hello. And Ashley, hello. John Cena won the main event. I wish I would have. It was Hayden's birthday. I know there was a clip where everybody started singing happy birthday to him. It was so cute. Happy belated Adolf birthday. Yes, my great grandpa, who is Austrian, and even though I'm German. Went out or blown out. You know what? I'm behind on the chat already. That was 8 minutes ago. Jeez. Kanye let the cat out of the bag. Oh yeah, we might visit that a little bit. Sounds like Courtney needs a thumbnail guy. Yeah. Are you offering? I really need help with my thumbnails. Chat and ask hello. Pugs suck. Yes. Okay. Oh, we need to see the video. Okay. Oh, Dan Nouveau. Oh, and Hot Water Guy's here. You have a core that is always here. It'll only go up. Yes. Yes. Oh, Marquita Farmer. See, I was trying to catch up and then I almost missed so many people. Hello, hello. I thought I saw Danny Vo in here somewhere, or somebody was saying hi to Danny Vo. Where'd you go? Well, hi. Oh, once she gets a large audience, we become nobody's. No, because we're gonna have like membership stuff and everything too. And I'm gonna do my best to try and keep up. I mean, that's the thing is like, I don't know if I'd be able to handle like a big, huge audience, like a friggin' Tim Pool Rimcast thing. No, keep it startling. Okay, I'll keep that one as a backup just to like, just to startle people every once in a while. Yeah, I want to almost shit myself every time you press it. Well, I worry that some people go like, and then leave, but then I guess maybe that just means that we're not the group for them. Wally, hello. America's Most Wanted is back on TV. Oh. K-Max McDonald. With the $5. Courtney, as a reminder, Zia will watch South Park movie in Discord Wednesday night. That's a show you did watch and a movie you want to see. Yes. Oh, yes. I want to make sure that I don't miss Wednesday night. In Zia's Discord, we're doing a South Park watch along. I just love that. Oh, is it bigger, longer, and uncut? Because that movie is so good. Stop with the WrestleMania BS. Well, chat and ask, maybe this place isn't for you. Danny Vote, there you are. I got an 86% on my month exam, so I guess I'm not as big of an idiot as I thought. Yay! Congratulations! Yay, that's exciting. Yeah, Pope died at age 88 on my grandpa's birthday. Hit like you homosexuals. Hi, douchey. Gabriel, hello. Hola. I have the next 3 days off and some jerk got me sick. Oh, gross. Oh, WrestleMania sucked fucking ass. I mean, probably. It kind of looked like it was it was a reuniting. It was like a bunch of, it was a reunion for like, the old schools. I guess like The Rock was there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not happy with my lipstick right now. I was trying to do something and it didn't quite go the way I planned. And then, because I was trying to, this is not the color I wanted. More audience, more haters, trolls. I mean, that's true, but she's 8 minutes behind on chat. I know. Okay, I'm only 2 minutes behind now. Everyone stop commenting. No, we're having fun. I'm still saying hello. Yeah, become a member to my channel. And then I can always see you or whatever. I need to delete the bimbo comment. No. Don't do that. Don't play Maniac Mansion. Gotta keep them. Maniac Mansion is going to be a members only situation from now on. Tim Pool probably has several people viewing comments at one time and mentioning to him which ones to bring up. Does he bring up comments? Does he? Because I thought like all he did was bring up super chats and it was like a lottery. Like you weren't even guaranteed that he was going to read your super chat, which I think is insane. World's biggest hoe. Courtney, I'd like to see you in a mud wrestling contest. Oh, I'm old. I literally I was just talking about it, how I went to go set Chungus down on the couch and my back went out. I don't know if that's for me. Easy, kid. Don't count your chickens before your eggs. Exactly. That's actually something that I was thinking about too, is like, I ran into a couple of things like in the early on that I was like, man, I think about it now. I'm like, I didn't even have like, I had an audience, a pretty, a decent sized audience for sure. But like so many people want to run head first and they get so frustrated if things don't pick up as quickly as they want it to. And like, if you're not ready for all the different hurdles and stuff, like it can be really, overwhelming. And I feel like that almost is more discouraging than not building your audience very quickly. Because you already know that your audience, like they're out there, but they just don't know where that you're there yet, right? Like you already know that YouTube isn't just automatically shoving your streams or your videos into every single person's face. So like But when you have like a bunch of other stuff where it's like YouTube is constantly whining, complaining about your content, or you've got like trolls spamming your chat and stuff like that, can be so much more overwhelming because you're like, oh wait, I wasn't prepared for that because I didn't realize I was going to already have like this big of an audience or whatever. Ooh, I can sing Satan's solo from the South Park movie. That's awesome. I have my favorites are Blame Canada. The opening song is so good. The sun is shining and the grass is green under the 3 feet of snow. I mean, this is a day where it's hard to wear a frown. But of course, like everybody loves Blame Canada. Kyle's mom's a bitch. Is hard, actually kind of hard to sing. Cosmo's a bitch. She's a big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. She's a stupid bitch. Bitch. Okay, I need to. Well, I'm only 20 minutes in. YouTube's gonna get mad at me already. And then it's easy, okay. You can do it. It's all up to you, okay. But if you follow this plan, you can change your life today. Rimcast, yes, Rimcast. Did anybody watch the Rimcast episode when it was shortly after Jack Murphy said heartfelt to Sydney Watson, and then like shortly after that he was a guest on Rimcast and was like just so beta. He was like, I set a boundary and she didn't respect that boundary. He didn't set a boundary. All he said was, maybe you should read those beforehand. He didn't say like, hey, like before the show, he didn't say like, when you're reading super chats, can you, or whatever, like, can we just not bring up this particular topic at all, no matter what, like throughout the interview, don't talk about it at all, whatsoever. So if like if you're going to read a comment from somebody or whatever, like, please just let them know, like, we're not going to read it out. He didn't say that to her. All he said was, you might want to read those before you read them out loud or whatever. And he decided that meant that he was allowed to yell and scream at Sydney Watson the way that he did. And so then after that, when Rimcast chat, it was like a bunch of roosters were in the chat to be like a cuck. And then there was Tim is Matt from Tinder. That was the article that people were bringing up that Jack Murphy wrote about, like his wife was going on a date with Matt from Tinder. Tim is Matt. And then there was then it was Rimcast IRL, and they were just spamming the chat with just that. Oh man. You have to play Thimbleweed Park. It's a Maniac Mansion on a large scale with a voice acting. Well, Maniac Mansion overwhelmed me last time. Although I kind of like was thinking about it this morning. I was like, maybe I'll play it with just not on screen. I've never seen Tim Pool read regular comments. I don't watch his show, so I don't know. I only know like a little bit about a few episodes. For instance, Rimcast IRL. WrestleMania! Oh yeah, we need to watch that. Goodness gracious. Andrew Thomas, hello. Thank you for the $5. Happy Easter Monday, Courtney. Happy Easter Monday. You look so sexy in blue tonight. You were great on Simcast last night. Thank you. Yeah. Sending out fart requests will definitely help. Sending out fart requests will definitely like fill up this soundboard real fast. We can, if we get enough fart sounds from people, maybe we can like listen to all of them together and choose which ones go on the soundboard. The first year YouTube live streaming can be challenging for some. Yeah. And so, I mean, I do appreciate the sentiment very much. I think it's very, very sweet that, I should have more viewers than I have. But I gotta say, I am quite thankful that we're already where we're at. Anna says that YouTube doesn't promote her channel anymore. That happens a lot to a lot of people. And that just depends. There's there's like different factors with that. It depends, like, is your content YouTube friendly? But there was like one time, I guess they age restricted her channel or her stream because she was talking about being a mom. What did Haley Joel Osment do? Drive drunk? Didn't he have some designated dogs? He did not have designated dogs. No, we have to get into that because I'm telling you. Uncle Fucker. Yes, Uncle Fucker had me in tears. Uncle Fucker is like, I feel like that actually is like a, like everyone's sleeping on that. It almost feels like a B-side to me because like Kyle's Mom's a Bitch was like so popular. And then of course, it's Easy MK. What's the name of it? I don't even know. But that one became really popular too. And of course, everyone like, good. They would just talk like that. Everyone just forgot about Uncle Fucker. And that song is so good. You fuck your uncle. Yes, it's true. Nobody fucks an uncle quite like you. Very on theme with Kanye West song that came out today. 28 watching, 14 likes. Hit the like. You got to hit the like. Why are you watching if you don't even like it? It's true. Who's worse, Nick Recator or Jack Murphy? Jack Murphy. Jack Murphy. I mean, like, just the fact he scammed so many men out of what was it, like $100 a month or something like that. Then it was like to teach them how to like be an alpha man or whatever. And he was clearly like not living that lifestyle at all, which I will say, like, to a degree, like if you are receiving information from somebody and it's helping you, it doesn't matter whether they're living that lifestyle or not, or they're following those same things or not. Like if it's helping you, then like it is still valuable. But at the same time, all this stuff came out, and instead of just openly admitting like, this is what I used to do, this is what my life used to be like, and this is why I'm choosing to be this way now, he instead tried to hide it. And a lot of people just felt like really incredibly scammed from what he did, right? And so, hey, good night, mister. So I definitely think that there's something really bad about that. Like Nick Arcada never scammed anybody by anything, as far as I know. Like he was very, it was very obvious that he was just hammered on stream a lot. Like pretty much, I don't think he was really hiding anything. I think that he was. We won't hit our usual 20 WrestleManias at this rate. I'm sorry. We're having a good time together, you guys. Courtney has a wonderful set of peepers. Beautiful eyes. Thank you. Jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? But I feel like he wasn't really like scamming anybody on anything. He may have been dishonest about stuff. I don't really know. But I just think Jack Murphy was just extremely dishonest and was like very much, he scammed people out of stuff and was horrendous with the way he handled stuff with Sydney Watson during the exchange, after the exchange. So that was like a million times worse. Gabriel, I implore everyone here to check out Proximity Chat. It's a normal guy in those weirdo VR chats, and how unhinged some people he encounters are. Interesting. Oh, Blame Canada was only nominated because it wasn't profane like everything else. I mean, that soundtrack does have, there's a lot going on with a lot of them. I mean, I feel like Kyle's Mom's a Bitch was probably not up for an award of any sorts. But become members, people. This is the best hangout spot on YouTube. Yes. And the most ADHD. Absolutely. Yeah. This is where all of the, Liminal Order was the Jack Murphy thing. Oh, so being a degenerate around kids is still worse. Well, yes, that is true. I don't know all the details of that because like with the actual charges, I guess there wasn't any proof that any of that stuff was happening around the kids. Like he only pled guilty to just the drug charges because there really wasn't any other evidence regarding anything else that he was about to get charged with, I guess. From what I saw, like the document that I saw was that the charge that he pled guilty to were the drug charges. There wasn't anything about like child endangerment or anything on there. So I don't know. Has anyone seen the body cam footage? I thought there was supposed to be body cam footage. If he was honest, no one would have cared. Fair. See, that's the thing, is like, I don't really know that much about all of that. Like child endangerment, that's going to always be worse than anything that dumb Jack Murphy does, unless he's also endangering kids. I just don't know all the stuff that happened with the kids because it looks like there aren't any charges regarding the kids. Did a bunch of yard work. I officially hate mulch. I hate mulch too. I haven't done any yard work though. Courtney, can I screenshot your side boobs and print a pillow? Would that be weird? I mean, it's on the internet apparently. You mean my armpit fat? I can't believe Blame Canada lost out to a Phil Collins song. Yeah, Phil Collins already had won enough awards at that point, right? Like, come on. Courtney, I still remember your Fetty Wap impression from the last Rimcast you had me. Oh my God, that was so much fun. Body cam footage. Yeah, apparently there was body cam footage from the night that the cops went to, it was never released. Man, yeah, when the cops went to his house. If Erica were around, she could tell us all about mulching. She's a mulching mistress. I haven't seen her around in so long. I miss her. Not your armpit. It was my armpit. It was my armpit fat. Anyway, who was it? Was it NKFD that mentioned something about being a thumbnail person? Are you trying to be my thumbnail person? Who wants to be my thumbnail person? I need a thumbnail person. You can do it. It's all up to you. Okay. All right. Shall we watch our dear friend real quick, and then we can get into Haley Joel Osment. You guys are going to be like, what? Oh, I actually have a couple of things that I want to show you guys. If you follow this plan, you can change your life today. You don't have to live your life doing homeless on the streets, giving hand jobs for crack. Follow this plan and very soon you will say it's easy, okay. I need to unbookmark some of this stuff because she's getting buried. Maybe I should just like save it somewhere or something. Hey, you jump.
Like just one witness. We're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right. We're off the record.
Okay, well,
we're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
We're off the record.
Okay. One more time.
One witness. We're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
What are you gonna do? I'm so sick of this clip. Well, Chatnesk, this is our lives here. You just want to see more armpit fat. See, exactly. It never gets old. Hi, Kiki. Okay, you guys, here's the thing. We need to address this. We need to address this immediately. What is happening here? This apparently is an Easter picture from Joe Biden. And he's saying, oh, we wish everyone's celebrating today a peaceful, joyful Easter. His whole family is wearing like your typical like Easter garb, right? You know, some nice pastels, things that are like, you know, maybe a little nice for photos, but it's still somewhat casual, comfortable. This is a picture of Joe Biden in a suit. Peapod doesn't wear a suit to Easter. Okay, also, is this going to zoom in properly or no? Probably not. Look at, you don't see his arm over here, but his hand is back here? And why isn't he next to Jill? Also, that's not even like, that's like one of the stand-in Bidens. That's not even like actually him. What is happening? Wait, let me just. Why? Why? Cecil said he looks photoshopped. I think everyone believes he's photoshopped. Is he? He's photoshopped. Looks like he's photoshopped in. Yeah. Oh, Kiki. Sorry. Hi, doll. Sorry we didn't DTI this weekend. I was on the road. We will find the time this week. Yes, we will DTI this week. We will DTI. Yes. Yeah, definitely photoshopped. And like, they didn't even bother like trying to just have him wearing something that's not a suit. Yeah, Photoshop. Forgot to tell you we ate linguine noodles for Easter. Praise Shanta. Shanta is my baby. Should we watch him? We haven't watched him in a minute. When was the last time we watched him? They put him in the back of the photo because he probably sharted 3 times already that day. They made him wear the suit jacket because of the blowout stain in the back of his button-down shirt. Here's the thing. This is believable. Why is the biggest guy in the front? It's like they've never taken a photo. Well, there is that. But why? Peepaw has never worn a suit to Easter, okay? My grandpa didn't even wear like a button-up shirt to my aunt and uncle's wedding, for crying out loud. Let alone Easter. Is that even his family, or is it just a stock photo? The only person I recognize in here is Jill. Jill is right there, but like, we've never seen these people. This could be anyone. These could be strangers. This could be like they're posing with some like random people. Like this might be a public building, like a library or something, and now they're like just posing. Hey, oh my gosh, we love you. Can we take a photo? Oh man, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. There's 2 sets of feet sticking out at the bottom as bad composition. Oh, I thought maybe there was like an AI situation going on. Joe just has a way of unintentionally standing out. Was Easter really that big of an occasion? My family never celebrated. My family used to like celebrate quite a bit. A lot of times what would happen, so we would get together so that my cousin Karen could take a family photo and then like print it and frame it for like the grandparents and stuff. So every year, like her mom, my grandma, like all the, old people in the family would get like a family photo of us from Easter. But not all of my family lives like close by. And so like sometimes we would have like two or 3 separate photos. But that was like the biggest thing for us. And we just don't really do that anymore. A lot of people died, Joe still believes he's the president and the family are still playing along. Yeah. Yeah. Something weird is going on here. Like why did they do that? I'm going to unbookmark that one. Okay. Now, over the weekend, Star Wars Celebration happened. I saw a bunch of posts that I really liked, but I didn't save them. This is the only thing that I saved though. And we have to discuss it. Like we have to. Who dressed Pedro Pascal? What is happening here? Why is it? Hold on. Why? Who dressed him? Who told him like the dude's a millionaire? He's in every single movie on the planet. Everyone hires him for everything, okay? You can't tell me like he was unable to hire a stylist. Like he just looks like somebody just pantsed him. Why is he dressed like this? Somebody tell me. Uh, his shirt looks nice, but everything else is interesting. His shirt looks like hella piratey at this point. His boots are ridiculous. Yeah, those things could be just fine if he wasn't wearing them with these weird shorts. I think Pedro is gay. Maybe, probably, maybe. Chrissy totally dissed Russell Hall yesterday and called him a pedo. Uh-oh. Wow. Are those cutoffs? This is not very well cut. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why are you wearing knee-high boots with shorts and then this like piratey shirt? This shirt like needs to be tailored, first of all, because it's like flopping all over the place. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's the latest thing. What latest thing? It's not the latest thing. He looks terrible. And he should have hired a stylist. He needs to hire a stylist. I'll be honest. I love him dearly, but so does Hayden Christensen. He's so cute. And he just needs a little oomph, you know, a little boostage, a little help there when it comes to. He's almost got it though. Pedro, on the other hand, no. Looks like an idiot. They almost look like hip waders, but cut off under the knee. Right. Like what? I don't. Looks like a clam digger. Like something bizarre or just autistic. This is rage bait. No, he wore this though. He wore it. Everyone's doing it. Get on board. Nope. Why is Sigourney Weaver dressed like a politician that I wouldn't vote for? This is worse than the Hillary Clinton collection, for crying out loud. What is happening here? Oh my God, the lesbian sneakers with the pants. This is terrible. It's terrible. Why are they doing this? Why was this allowed? They should have kicked him out at the door and been like, sir, no. This might have been okay if he wore pants. That would cut off circulation to my sack. The shorts throw me off more than anything. Yeah, it's like I mean, the whole thing looks terrible, but at the same time, the shorts are really what take it from like, okay, to what in the hell? Pedro has the tism. I mean, so do I, but I have enough money, or not enough money. I have enough wherewithal that if I had the money, I would hire a stylist. Hi, Russell. What did I just walk into? Look at Pedro Pascal. He looks like an idiot. Is this real? Yeah. This is real. This is very much real. Pedro Pascal wore this to Star Wars Celebration. Pedro Pascal wore this to Star Wars Celebration. One more time. Pedro Pascal wore this to Star Wars Celebration. Sir, the first thing I'm going to do when Elon hires me to work for Disney Star Wars, the first thing I'm going to do is take The Mandalorian and put it in Legends. just to spite him. And I'm going to start all over again with not him. They cost $750. To get into Star Wars Celebration? Wait, what cost $750? Yeah, sorry. Mandalorian has first of all, it has too many people in it that I fucking hate anyway. Bill Burr, Lizzo, Jack Black. Russell used a super chat to ask her to undo a button. I don't have any buttons. Oh, the boots cost $750. The boots could actually be a decent piece. It's just that those were styled horribly. Horribly. Pedro, you are... You just... Oh, is that some kind of Illuminati humiliation ritual? Maybe. I mean, that kind of looks like it. He looks so stupid. It was a Star Wars Celebration. That's how he dressed. That's just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. You guys want to watch Shanta real quick? Or do we want to get into the Haley Joel Osment thing? Because I think yeah, let's talk about it. Mayhem Bear, WrestleMania. Yes. Let's see here. WrestleMania. Yeah, I do feel like that one is a little less jarring. Okay, so here we have Haley Joel Osment hurls anti-Jewish slurs at cops, almost loses his pants in a shocking arrest video. The first thing I read, and I haven't read this article yet, but the first thing I read was that I saved earlier was Haley Joel Osment was arrested at a California ski resort and charged with public intoxication and possession of a controlled substance. Prior to his arrest, he attempted to board a ski lift with his helmet on backwards and without skis or a snowboard. So, Haley Joel Osment played or called a police officer an anti-Semitic slur and a Nazi when he was arrested for public intoxication and possession of a controlled substance at a California ski resort earlier this month, as seen in body cam footage obtained by the Post on Thursday. Is it in the article? We have to watch it. The Sixth Sense star, 37, appeared belligerent and unable to keep his pants up as he struggled with police at Mammoth Mountain in Mammoth Lakes, California on April 8th. Osment's pants were strangely unbuttoned, causing them to slide down his waistline as he was being handcuffed and placed under arrest. Does he have a GoPro on his head too? Oh, that's amazing. At one point he shouted, "I've been kidnapped by a fucking effing Yahtzee." He also claimed he was being attacked and accused officers of torturing me. Wait. Oh, I thought he was... Never mind. What was important? Cops repeatedly told the Oscar-nominated actor to cooperate, instructing him to use your legs and stand up. The Sixth Sense actor struggled with cops, could barely keep his pants up. Osment refused to give officers his name at first, stumbling around the question as they demanded to know his identity. During the video, Osment said multiple times, "I'm an American," to which one officer replied, "Well, you're under arrest now." In the body cam footage, police noted finding what they believed to be cocaine residue on money discovered with his room key in his ski helmet. I think there's cocaine in that, one officer stated. While in the back of the cop car on the way to jail, Osment was heard telling police, "You're effing with my life." He was also caught on camera saying to officers, You'll wish you treated me nicer before hurling another slur at one of them. I was decent to you, and you are an effing. Oh, okay. That one, that K word, that one. Okay, that one. Whoa. As he was being brought into the jail, the actor told cops, "Good luck." Oh, that sounds like that wet wipe lady. Several parts of the video's audio were redacted in response to the body cam footage. Osment exclusively told the Post, "I'm absolutely horrified by my behavior. Had I known I used this disgraceful language in the throes of a blackout, I would have spoken up sooner." Oh, God. He also noted that his life has been rough the past few months after losing his home in the Altadena wildfire in January. Can't talk. Past few months of loss and displacement have broken me down to a very low emotional place, he continued. But that's no excuse for using that disgusting word. From the bottom of my heart, I apologize to absolutely everyone that this hurts. Okay, what came out of my mouth was nonsensical garbage. I've let the Jewish community down. Well, this ends on like a soft note. Where's the video? This isn't the first time Osment has gotten in trouble with the law. In 2006, when he was 18, the star was arrested after he overturned his car and hit a mailbox in Los Angeles while intoxicated. Osment didn't come out unscathed. He fractured a rib and injured his shoulder in the accident. He pleaded no contest to one count of driving under the influence of alcohol and one count of possession of marijuana. And we've all been there. I mean, yeah, being hammered and like, hopping up onto the ski lift with your helmet on backwards. And I mean, whatever. Can you blame him? No, man. Sometimes we just get a little wasted. Why is he wasting anti-Jewish slurs on police? Bad form, Haley. Bad form. Yeah, come on, man. Haley looks like he's got the burgers. I swear, I feel like he got like puberty. He had puberty blockers or something. Something's weird. He looks stunted. He looks a bit stunted. Speaking of which, where the hell are my pants? Where are your pants? Slur is not good. Well, I mean, some of them I think that all words should just be like, should not be gate kept, right? I feel like none of them should really matter. But at the same time, like, you gotta know better. Also, like, you still know which ones are gonna be looking real bad if you use them. As far as I'm concerned, if someone's drunk, you can't quote them. They're just being an a-hole. And I mean, there's that too. Like, they're doing a bunch of stuff under duress. So it's like, well, a GoPro on his head. Is he in the woods hunting for Bigfoot? I think he was like, I think he wanted to use it for his skiing adventures, but he forgot his skis. Doesn't it look like he has a GoPro on his head? Cocaine is a hell of a drug. I mean, not in my experience, but oh well. A kite? Sure. Yes. He was talking about flying kites. You should have told him he's the vice president. Thank you, Russell Hall, for the $2. Let's is this it? Did he say I'm gonna headbutt you? No one measures up to Harley. It's normal to say slurs when you're drunk. You're literally slurring. I mean, that's very, very true. Yeah, blackout really brings out the old inner thoughts. There's that too. Like, I mean, it's the truth serum, right? Getting wasted. I double down and say F you. I'm not sorry I hurt your feelings. I mean, there is a point where it's just like, dude, I mean, granted, like, yeah, no, I don't want to be running around just using a bunch of slurs all the time, right? But at the same time, it's just like, at what point are we going to really just stop letting words have that much power? You know? To be fair, a lot of cops are basically Yahtzees. Maybe that's true. I like that they're kites and Yahtzees, you know? Isn't that kind of Fuck that shit. Anti this racism, that it's all fake and gay. You're allowed to feel however you want. Yeah. Don't tell me how to feel. Also that I think he has an issue. Former childhood star, now older, DUI. Yeah. Adam, hello. I mean, that's one thing is like we should definitely expect child stars to grow up and have a lot of problems and just leave them alone. Just like whatever. This is a product of the shit that we basically put them through. So we should be allowed to be a little bit racist. I mean, I feel like everybody is anyway. It's just that nobody wants to admit it because they feel like they're going to be like the bad one. Take your filthy cop hands off JD Vance. That is definitely not JD Vance. Definitely not JD Vance. Poor JD Vance. But yeah, so Haley Joel Osment is was seriously, Courtney, that clip. What? Chill out, sir. Haley Joel Osment was saying, oh, he got arrested. He got hammered at the ski resort and said a few no-nos, almost lost his pants. It's not good. Not good. So that was April 8th. And I guess since then he apologized, which I think is, I don't, Russell Hall, are you sure? Pull up the fat JD Vance side by side. Yeah, fat JD Vance and actual JD Vance aren't the same thing. First of all, oh my God, what is this? Yikes. Anyway, that's not JD Vance. It's Haley Joel Osment, okay? Okay. Told you. No, it's not. Oh, Courtney, check Discord live topic. Oh, is this the body cam video? Hold on a second. Wait. Open link. In. Why? Very rude. Okay. Hold please, hold please, hold please. Pause. You can just do that. Excuse me. No. Just all I wanted. Thank you. Okay. That was a little struggle, but I figured it out. Okay, here we go. So this is some body cam footage from Haley Joel Osment.
What's going on?
Arrest.
I'm being detained by these guys.
Okay.
Who am I talking to? Is it John? Is it Robert? I'm in there.
10144 Tommy.
I don't understand what that means. I'm in there.
44 Tommy.
Okay. Well, you're under arrest now.
I'm
Public
under
and docs. Can you stand up, please? Stand up. Stand up. I am not fighting. I'm not stand up. I'm not fighting. Jesus Christ. Stand up.
Oh,
I'm not
buddy.
fighting.
You're not fighting? It kind of looks like you're fighting a little bit.
You put that in my front. Oh, everyone be careful. There's something in this. That he couldn't.
Be careful. There's something in this.
Don't open it. Leave it close. And then he got. So let's do this because you think there might be something
That guy also looks like Haley Joel Osment.
in that. I think there's cocaine in it. Take all the property. Where are you living now? Where are you living? Where do you live? Yes. You can sign the police officer who
I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like telling you, to be
who's
honest.
taking care of you right now. That's why. Taking care of me. Yeah. You're really abusing. You know. You do recognize him, right? That's the actor.
I was wondering when I saw that.
From
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, Pay It Forward.
Oh yeah.
That's the kid actor.
I've been kidnapped by a Nazi.
Ah.
I know. You got about 10 minutes and we'll get you out of the cuffs.
You're really like torturing me.
Yeah?
You wish you treated me nicer.
I wish you treated me nicer. Uh-oh.
You're gonna regret this.
Good luck.
So who released that though? Did the cops release that to the media? Because like somebody had to know that this was going on. Somebody had to like tell them. In the middle of the day, dude, kind of sad. I mean, I'm all for day drinking, but when you're getting like you day drinking is for funsies, not for blacking out on the slopes, you know. Well, that's not nice. To be fair, if he's high on drugs or alcohol, he won't remember any of this. Can't hold that against him. I mean, maybe. Why do they censor that? But the post can show people getting smoked on camera. I know. Yeah. I don't know. Someone got paid. Yeah, I feel like somebody somebody at the police station had to be ratting that one out. You know? Because that's what happened with the Chris Brown, Rihanna, like the photos of Rihanna when they took of her, like of her injuries. That was because like one of the cops decided that it would be cool to release it. Like it wasn't she didn't give those out. One of the cops did. There's always someone filming. Hi, Zoomcool. Well, it was body cam footage. So the cop basically sold the body cam footage to the New York Post. Like this wasn't just like some kid. Like it was body cam footage that they released. Russell Hall with the $2. Day drinking is 100% for blacking out on the slopes. Sounds very dangerous, but you know what? I'm not going to argue. Maybe it is. I used to day drink a lot. I never did that. I never got drunk never got hammered on the slopes. I was always too poor though, because it cost too much money. I needed drinking money, you know? So I just got hammered wherever I was. Yeah. Well, you were doing it wrong. Should I use my armpit fat to get a man to pay for it for me? Is that what I needed to do? Let's get a little palate cleanser real quick. Look at this dog. He's like
him.
playing with the octopus. Oh.
Look at him. What is it?
Like the octopus could like definitely mess that dog up real bad, but it looks like the dog is just kind of like playing. Courtney, if you need a thumbnail person, put together a contest and see who can do the best thumbnail for your show. Well, the problem is that I can't pay anybody. So that's why I don't really throw it out there because I can hardly pay myself right now. You know. But I'd bet on that dog. I mean, the octopus is very small. But it just looked like the octopus was just like playing around. You know? Oh, you guys, okay. Oh my God. So I have to show you this clip. First what I'll do. Quit barking in my face. There we go. Okay, so here's the video this is from. I'm just gonna link that in the chat. I get so irritated with people who get so passionate over something that they know nothing about. And this one irked me so bad. It irked me so bad. Here we go.
Say one thing. I just want to answer your question. You know, who killed who or whatnot. Count Rittenhouse was 17 years old, white boy that murdered two or three.
Was that the beginning of that?
Say one thing. I just want to answer your question. You know, who killed who or whatnot. Count Rittenhouse was 17 years old, white boy that murdered two or three black kids.
So she doesn't know.
Michigan.
She doesn't know how many. She said 2 or 3. Then she said black kids, and then she said in Michigan. Holy crap. There's nothing about that was true. He didn't murder anybody. 2 people did die. They weren't black, and it was in Wisconsin.
Black kids in Michigan during a protest. He was acquitted on all charges.
That's because the evidence showed that none of that he was defending himself.
Jordan Penny.
She just said Jordan Penny. That's her next case is Jordan Penny.
I think that's his name.
Nope, it's not his name.
That
he choked out. Nope.
Black homeless man on a train.
His name is Daniel Penny, and he put him in a hold that what was it, an air choke. He could actually breathe. The guy was spracked out on K2, which is why he died.
In New York recently, was also acquitted of charges. So I guess
neither one of those was killed and stopped.
Stop.
You know, but he
That guy that just said like stop. That's his channel.
was pointing out like why there could be. I know you don't think it's true, but there could be like a sense of white power supremacy in this country
No.
because sometimes when white people do certain crimes, they're not held to the same extent as Black people or other people do. And so you were asking him to give names. I gave you two, and one was actually the same age as the guy.
She doesn't even know that they're talking about Carmelo Anthony and the Austin Metcalf situation. She doesn't even know that kid's name.
The Black boy that just killed the white guy.
That's what she refers to it as. Honey, you have no room being on this panel right now. You need to.
And he was acquitted of all his charges. He was also a 17-year-old white boy in Wisconsin.
Happens all the time.
And it's like, well, why was he acquitted when he actually murdered someone? You all are saying that, you know,
because they didn't murder anybody.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Why is she on this call? Part of me is wondering if that was a humiliation ritual from the host. The host, though, I watched the whole thing, so that was the video I linked in the chat. I did watch the whole thing, and no, he definitely does like tell her she's completely wrong, and essentially, like pretty much everybody on that panel disagreed with him regarding like all of those cases. I think that the point was that they were talking about Carmelo Anthony, and then basically he was like, "Yeah, this is why I don't think he was defending himself." And they're all on the panel trying to say, basically, they disagree with him. And I'm wondering if he invited them on purpose because he knew they all disagreed with him. But oh my God, it's one thing when you're disagreeing with them and you like just feel strongly for some reason. It's another to just blindly. She just doesn't know. She doesn't know why. Honestly, for her, it is a race thing. She only cares because of race. She doesn't care. Otherwise, if she actually knew anything about any of those cases, it would be a whole different story. But she doesn't know. She doesn't even know the names of anybody involved. Not even the dude that she was on the panel to talk about. Russell Hall. How do you become the DEI on a 100% DEI panel? Oh. Well, to be honest, if you think about it, that panel is no longer DEI because there's no diversity. Unless diversity doesn't mean diverse. Because it's not diverse. Yeah, and people wonder why so many of us on the right have so much contempt for CNN, MSNBC, etc. when they do shoddy reporting to people like this. Yeah, it's just, I mean, that person is just blindly spouting off whatever, and then, it extra blows my mind about this is that like, she's not even misinformed. She's not even informed at all, and she's just deciding that like, oh, Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted because of white supremacy. When it's like, no, he was acquitted because the white man, not black man, the white man that was threatening to kill him attacked him, so he shot him. And then another white man attacked him, so he shot him. And then another white man attacked him, so he shot him. That's right, I went there. I cannot stand stupid people who think they're the smartest person in the room. It's so exhausting. It's so exhausting. I have always made it a point, like, look, if I'm going to be passionate about something, I better know what I'm talking about. I don't want to be, I'm not I'm not trying to have like an emotion. First of all, I don't even know any of these people anyway. I never met Daniel Penny or Jordan Neely. I never met Kyle Rittenhouse, right? Like, I don't know Carmelo Anthony. I've never met Austin Metcalf, whatever. I don't care about them. They don't care about me, whatever. So if I'm going to actually get my emotions involved, I better actually know the details of the situation. Like I actually became very passionate about the Kyle Rittenhouse case because people were so up in arms about it. And I was like, I don't understand what's going on. What? So I watched the trial, no commentary, no news reports, no nothing, just watched the trial. And I went, oh my God, what? I mean, a big thing that stood out to me was, why did the prosecution have to fake evidence? If Kyle Rittenhouse was guilty, you don't have to fake the evidence in the case. You can just, he'll get locked up. Okay. But yeah, I watched it start to finish, the whole trial start to finish, and just thought, holy smokes, I can't believe I can't believe that this is even happening. I can't even believe that they even pressed charges at all. Like this is kind of insane to me. And then it just made me feel like I had been lied to a lot other, like in all sorts of media. And that's really what eventually turned me off completely to media and everything. Because I was just like, no one's telling the truth. No one's telling the truth. They're all lying. None of this is the truth at all. K Max with the $4.99. Does the Carmelo Anthony case remind you of the O.J. Simpson case? Same reaction from the same people? Yeah, kind of. It just, yeah, I mean, I feel like it is kind of the same thing where you have people that, they don't really care that, like about what happened. They just care that the person that looks most like them, doesn't get hurt, I guess. I mean, personally, the thing is that like with the O.J. Simpson case, if the roles were reversed, if Nicole Brown Simpson almost beheaded O.J. Simpson, I'd be like, bye-bye. Have fun in prison. You know what I mean? Same thing if the roles were reversed with Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. See you later. Have fun in prison. Like, you shouldn't have done that. Like, it to me, it's not about race. It's about what happened. Like, I just saw this video. I should have saved it, but I saw this video where like a white dude just was in a Walmart and dropped his pants and started jerking off, and a big old group of black dudes jumped him and like beat the shit out of him and dragged him out of the store. And I was like, yes, thank you. Like, I don't care what the race is. It's just like the bad guy was doing a bad guy thing, and then the good guys jumped in and told the bad guy to stop doing bad guy stuff. That's all. That's all I care about. Yeah, they just saw race and not evidence. Yeah, that's pretty much what it seems like. And like, I mean, it's just weird to think that, like, how someone can twist something just to make it fit their own beliefs. Like, just with the whole, I mean, I can get into it. It's actually like, I'm overwhelming myself with like the he said, don't touch him. And then he touched him. And then like, that is so different from somebody running away from a person and trying to hide. And then the person chasing after them going, you're not going to do shit, motherfucker. Bleh. And then also hiding to sneak up on them, and then trying to sneak up on them, and then trying to steal their gun. After spending a whole evening going, I'm going to cut your heart out. I'm going to kill you and all your friends. Just wait until I get you alone, which is creepy from a 37-year-old saying that to a 17-year-old who the 17-year-old or the 37-year-old was also, you know, fresh out of prison from child rapist charges. So like, you're gross. But like, how is it that Joseph Rosenbaum doing all those things is perfectly acceptable, but asking somebody to leave and grabbing their backpack isn't. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. And apparently there are other people out there that don't understand my point of view. They think that somebody should go to a protest and threaten to kill everybody and chase after them and attack them, and they should just allow themselves to get attacked. And it's also okay to go to an event at a school that you don't go to with a weapon, and then go over to an area that you are not invited to be at. And when someone asks you to leave, it's okay to stab them. Like, it's just, I mean, when it comes down to it, I don't care what the race is with anybody in this that's involved. It's the simple fact of, like, what Joseph Rosenbaum did was not okay. What Anthony Huber did was not okay. What Maurice Freeland did was not okay. What Gage Grosskreutz did was not okay. Who's Maurice Freeland, you ask? Oh, I'm glad you asked, because you know what? That's how autistic I am about the Kyle Rittenhouse case. I know who Maurice Freeland is. That's Jump Kick Man. He tried to curb stomp the little boy to death. Thank God. Thank God Kyle Rittenhouse was too busy getting curb stomped to shoot him. So there's that. Russell Hall with the $2. Joseph Rosenbaum touched so many children's hearts. Oh, God. Oh, yes, that's what he went to prison for. He didn't testify because he was in jail. Maurice Freeland? No. So he wanted to be the star witness. And so he actually, they were trying to give him immunity in that case, but he wanted immunity from a bunch of previous charges that he had. He was like, I want you to wipe my record clean, basically. And then I'll talk. And they're like, no. And he's like, well, then I'm not going to tell you anything. And they're like, okay, fine. You don't have a lot of information anyway. Because Gage, he didn't have like the video footage and all that stuff. Gage Grosskreutz had video footage because he was live streaming. And then of course he actually got shot. Whereas Maurice Freeland just curb stomped Kyle Rittenhouse a little bit. But he didn't have any of the video footage. He didn't really have like that good of a testimony. They wanted another witness, just to have another witness that was there or whatever, but like it wasn't enough. And like with what he was asking from them, they're like, no, tell us the story or we don't care. Courtney isn't a bimbo. I was wrong. Well, I mean, Russell Hall with the $2 again. Here, we'll do. Sorry, I meant heartbeats. Oh my God. Oh, buddy. Anyway. So that, as you can tell, that clip like enraged me, but I did link the full video in the chat if you guys are interested in watching the whole thing. It was just, I saw I'm like, again, like if you care that much about a case, about something going on, at least know the names of the people involved. Come on. At least like you need to know something. You need to know some type of information. If you don't know anything about it, then why do you even care? Very sad. And really, really frustrating. I'm like annoyed that I stumbled upon that video, but I'm also now look, now we're talking about it. I have to go on. Now I have an excuse to talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse case. Which, by the way, I think what I need to do is I need to find there's body cam footage from Josh Zeminski video getting arrested. So Josh Zeminski was the guy that like he was the first one to like fire his gun. He like fired it in the air. And that was when Kyle Rittenhouse was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then he turned around and that's when Joshua's mom tried to pounce on him. Well, that guy got arrested a while back. I think we should watch that footage one day. And then there's also body cam footage of Gage Grosskreutz getting a DUI. I feel like there was something else though. There was something else involving somebody from that case. But I need to look into this and find this, and we'll do like a body cam footage, Kyle Rittenhouse theme night. I think that would be fun because well, like I said, I'm extremely autistic about that case, and I like to, I'd like to body cam shame the other people involved that were not the good guys. There are too many dumb people in this world to make it harder for normies to enjoy normal life. I know. That pedo had just been released from the mental hospital. That's what his like dumb girlfriend was testifying, but I think that was a lie. He was at the protest yelling about how he had just been released from jail. Because here's the thing, because if he had gone to a mental hospital, right? He had like a mental break, which is what was being reported. Why did they let him go without medicating him? Because then she was saying like, oh, well, Walgreens was closed, and so we couldn't pick up his prescription. The hospital should have known that by then when they were filling his prescription. And they should have sent it to a different Walgreens and been like, this one's actually open. You can go there. Like, hey, what's a closer one? Because that one's closed. We can't send it there. Whatever. So I'm not buying that. Because like he would have been medicated and not acting so erratic if that were the case. And then he was saying that he'd just been out of jail. Now, I don't think it was from his 15-year stint in prison for all the stuff that he did to those little boys. But it was probably, I think it was actually like a domestic violence thing. Because that was the thing. There was a restraining order between him and his girlfriend. Like the cops had to put a restraining order on him to protect her from him, right? So that was another thing, was that he was trying to go back to the hobo tent, and she was like, you can't stay here because the cops won't let you. So he was in jail. He went to jail. Like, hospitals don't put restraining orders on people. Hospitals medicate mentally unwell patients. Like, they insure. Like, there's like a pharmacy in the hospital. You just get the prescription there. Yeah, he took a shot at him, but he was off his meds. I don't think that he was in the mental hospital. I don't buy her testimony at all. I think oh God. For once in forever, Twitter finally notified me of a DM, and it was from the fucking weirdest shit. Anyway, so no thanks to that. But I want Courtney to do a shopping haul. Sir, how much money are you going to give me to do that? I barely go grocery shopping. I need a flow chart to follow the other characters of the Rittenhouse case. Thankfully, it's not as crazy as like the Liza Blue situation or anything. But you got Joseph Rosenbaum, who's dead, Anthony Huber, who's dead, Gage Grosskreutz, who changed his name to Paul Prediger, Maurice Freeland, who was known as Jump Kick Man, and there's Josh Zeminski, and he was there with his wife, I think. And they weren't like really involved. It was just that he was there, and it looked like maybe Rosenbaum knew them or something or whatever. And then, but he like fired his gun in the air. So he wasn't really like part of that whole thing. That better not have been from Tony. What? Oh, that weird message. God, no. Thanks to you, Russell Hall. I'll probably never hear from Tony ever again anyway. So you're welcome. All right. Now what? Yeah, now what? What are we doing? Just do a Zia model podcast. You'll have a lot more grocery money. Yeah, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. Plus, trust me, nobody wants to see me in a bikini. I can't see Courtney doing what Zia does. Yeah. Yeah. The idea of me being like sexy in general is like weird. 2 Star Wars movies announced, one with Ryan Gosling. That is going straight in the gutter as soon as Elon Musk hires me, by the way. Okay? No. No. I don't want Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie. I don't. Ow. 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 Okay. I just adjusted just to go back to sitting the way I was sitting. Okay. This might help for a minute. What was I saying? Yeah, no one wants to see me in a bikini. You know, more rolls than a bakery, my friend. Did we want to talk about the Kanye West song? I have a few things saved here, but I listened to it, and I'm just going to tell you something. It's not his best work. All right. I don't know why everyone's getting so excited about it. It's not even that good. Oh no, Russell. Russell Hall with the $5. Oh golly, Courtney, I'm so terribly sorry. If only I had known that my behavior would drive a wedge between you two, I never would have. Oh wait. Well, you embarrassed me, Russell, and now I'm afraid to show my face around there ever again. Frankie McDonald sent a video. This one's not weird. Russell with the $2. Sorry, not sorry. I am sad about it, really. I never listened to anything Kanye did when he started, but I couldn't take anything he did seriously after that South Park bit. Oh, you guys, okay, hold on. We have to discuss something really quick. Here we go. Here is the update from Popeyes. This is from our dear friend Frankie McDonald. Okay. So we got this and this. Look at that. Look at that update, you guys. Doesn't it look so good? I can really see the improvements. Yeah, look at, they have the sign. They have a sign up. So this is the Popeyes chicken that they're working on in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Look. So I'm really hoping that he vlogs it because he's been updating me on this for a while now. He said, here's the update on Popeye's chicken progress on Welton Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia. And they're coming along great so far. Is this a video? Let's watch this video from Frankie. Ah!
Hey everybody, it's Frankie McDonald. 1 year ago this month on Mondays, I was here and I was doing a wet spot with Chrissy Mayer and Andrew Herms and whatever Amy and all those guys. Things going great so far. This is where I did wet spot with Chrissy Mayer. Things going really well so far. Let's see how you doing.
Wait, 1 year ago, not 1 year ago today, because she was on maternity leave.
That's what Chrissy Mayer did, the Wet Spot podcast at the Compound Media Studio before it merged with Censor TV. And I was on the Chrissy Mayer's podcast here in April 2024, a couple months before Compound merged with Censor TV. I'm doing great these days. Andrew Harms, Chrissy Mayer, whatever Amy, Exia Anderson, Onyx Muse, and all these people. I'm doing really well so far. Chrissy Mayer, Andrew Harms, and all those guys from right now.
Well, that's a really cool update. Was that, well, okay, so Chrissy just wasn't hosting that day. I'm guessing. Oh, also, I forgot. We got another WrestleMania. Another WrestleMania picture. I mean, we need her to have crazier eyes, but this is hilarious. I like that the lawyer is smiling. We needed to. We need the lawyer to keep smiling. That was pretty good. Ooh. Russell Hall with the $5. Sigh, Crinkle Blossom. I can't bear to see you depressed. Let's make a deal. You send me that starfish pic and I'll allow supervised visits with Tony. I'm too embarrassed to ever visit Tony ever again, okay? You have to apologize. You almost got banned from the chat. Oh, that was pretty funny though. Speaking of ceiling birds, so a while back, we were watching ceiling bird videos. If you don't know what a ceiling bird video is, well, what are you doing with your life? But ceiling bird videos are when people are recording a video and they're in their home and a smoke alarm detector goes off. Yes. Okay, I just want to double check. Right. So one night when we were watching some ceiling bird videos, we started discussing the dangers that some kids were put in when they were left home alone and their ceiling birds weren't working and their apartment caught on fire. Russell Hall with the $2. I'll smooth things over. Trust me. Just spread them. Oh my God. Anyway, so here's a follow-up to what happened with that fire. Okay, a search warrant affidavit. Okay, let's see here. Parents of the children killed in West Bloomfield house fire installed extra locks affidavit. Oh, yikes. A search warrant affidavit for the West Bloomfield home where 3 siblings died in a fire in February revealed that the first 911 call came from the family's 16-year-old daughter who told authorities there's no way for us to get out. Oh my God. The affidavit sheds new light on the February 2nd fire that killed Hannah, Jeremiah, and Jacob Oliora, ages 16, 14, and 12, and why the siblings, one of whom had nonverbal autism, weren't able to escape. The investigation into the fire, meanwhile, is ongoing, according to West Bloomfield Police. The West Bloomfield Police and fire departments have denied Freedom of Information Act requests. What? Related to the fire and its investigation. What? Interesting. Police executed a search warrant at the Oliora home on February 4th. No findings have been submitted to the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office, according to Police Chief Dale Young. According to the affidavit, Hannah told 911 dispatchers that the fire started in the living room. Authorities haven't revealed what caused the blaze. After the fire, police interviewed the parents, Don and Liz Oliora, the next day and learned that Jeremiah had been diagnosed with nonverbal autism. He'd previously attempted to climb out of a second-story window of the home on Pembury Lane and left the home unsupervised through the front door. He was found in the neighborhood by a passerby, according to the documents. To prevent similar incidents from happening again, the parents told police they installed window locks and an interior front door lock. The key to unlock the front door was kept in a lockbox inside near the home's garage. Only the parents and their oldest daughter had access to the lockbox, according to court documents. Hannah's initial 911 call came in around 8:05 p.m. on February 2nd. Her father had left the home around 2:40 p.m. to work for DoorDash, and her mother left at the same time to work as a nurse, according to the documents. At 7:10 p.m., Hannah called her father to ask about the family's dinner plans. She told her father that she would start cooking hamburgers for her and her brothers, and her dad said he would come home after completing a few more DoorDash stops. Liz was working when she was told about the fire by a neighbor and the police. She told police that her 3 children were inside and that she was on her way home and called her husband to alert him at 8:27 p.m. When police arrived on the scene of the fire and learned about the children trapped inside the home, they attempted to extinguish the flames in the back of the house but couldn't. Firefighters then arrived and were able to enter the home and extract the kids. One was found right behind the front door, while another was in an upstairs bathroom, according to the documents. Hannah and Jeremiah were taken to Detroit Receiving Hospital, while Jacob was taken to Henry Ford Hospital in West Bloomfield, but all three succumbed to their injuries. An autopsy by the Oakland County Medical Examiner's Office revealed that Jacob's preliminary cause of death was accidental and due to smoke and soot inhalation. According to the court documents, autopsies for his brother and sister had not been conducted when the search warrant affidavit was filed. When firefighters entered the home, they could hear the igniter of the gas stove clicking, according to the documents. Whoa. They locked their kids in the house. I get it. You both have to be working, but if you have a kid that you're like that is like escaping the house and like in danger, you need to have somebody there like watching the kid, or like you need to be rotating. If the dad's doing DoorDash for money, he can do that outside of the mom's work schedule. I don't get it. In the building I live in, the smoke detectors are powered directly by power from the building itself, so they never chirp. Where do these people live anyhow? They live somewhere in Wisconsin. I already exited out of the article. Yeah, West Bloomfield, Wisconsin. I feel like this tactic is definitely working. Yeah, I don't want to go out like that. Burning up in a fire would be horrible. Yeah, awful. Just awful. It's so sad. I want to go to the areola home. What is happening? What? This is where it gets sticky. Original reports say the dad has been absentee for more than 5 years. Huh. And that mom is rarely home. I mean, if you're a nurse, you're like almost never home. I just don't understand how, though, like somebody could think, yeah, I should just lock my kids inside the house so that the one doesn't escape. Like you either go, okay, look, I need you other two to rotate who's going to make sure that your brother isn't escaping. And, you know, I will give you guys rewards of sorts, you know, every month. If you help me out with that, like when I'm gone or whatever, something. Because I know how like frustrating it can be. I mean, I'm not even an older sibling, but like I just understand how like older siblings are like, oh cool, free babysitter. Like it can be really upsetting, and like I get it, but it's like don't. So obviously, you know, if you have older kids that can like take care of, also get a damn babysitter. Yeah, and like I get that, you know, you obviously you're a single parent. Like it's not like nurses are just millionaires or anything, right? So obviously, like it's going to be a bit of a struggle to pay somebody, but you didn't have any family whatsoever. You couldn't give any of your kids an allowance of sorts. Like you couldn't like nothing. Nothing. Like, okay, if you could keep when I'm gone, if you could keep your brother from escaping, every week we can have pizza or something. I don't know. Like it just, Courtney, if you remember the original article I sent, and said the dad had been absentee father for 5 years and mom worked so much she was never home. But does she not have parents? Like grandma and grandpa can't help out every once in a while or something? There's no like state assistance for something like that. Like, hey, I need assistance in childcare because my kid's autistic and I'm a single mom and I have to work. Like just something. So she was a single mom. Yeah. Like, I just don't understand like how you would think locking the kids in the house is going to be the solution. Maybe short term. Like, I got to do this because my shift starts in 20 minutes and I can't sort this out right now. Something like that. But like, you gotta sort that out. That's on the same disgusting level as locking your dog in your car on a hot day with the windows up. Yeah. Like, the idea of leaving my dog in the car, like in general, and like not being able to see him. Well, now I have all girl dogs. But I remember one time taking Boots out on a little adventure, and I stopped at an ATM and I parked like so I could just. I was like basically facing the car, so like he was only a few feet away, but he would look around and not notice me, and then I'd peer over and look at him again, and then he'd start barking. It was so funny. Oh, but I would not have been able to do that if I wouldn't have been able to see him. I would have been freaking out the whole time. Like, I can't see my dog. Help. Russell Hall with the $2. Ever see Who's Eating Gilbert Grape? You mean What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio? I saw it when I was a little kid. Douchey is hammered, you guys. Yay. They like to throw that nurse title around loosely. Sometimes they're nurses' aides, but they still say nurse. I mean, I'd like to give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't really know, but I just, I mean, like either way, you're working wonky shifts. Okay, that's fine. Russell Hall with the $2. Oops, wait, not that one. The one with DiCaprio. Yeah, What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio. No, he's talking about knowing Russell. Obviously, they weren't anticipating fire, right? And like, I mean, in most cases, when parents leave their kids home alone, like a fire, how often does a fire break out? It's not common. It's not like it happens every day. So there is that. It's just like, oh man, not the solution. Obviously. Oh, that sucks. Douchey. That's basically what you said in your super chat. Hi, douchey. Thank you for the $2. It's bad parenting though. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I feel like, I mean, I was a latchkey kid, we would be home alone for like, I don't know, a few hours. Like we got home from school around like 3:00. Mom would get home at like 5:30. Right. And so, we were always instructed, you can't do this, that, or the other thing. Like, you can't use the stove until I get home, like that kind of crap. And so we just knew what the rules were when mom wasn't home. So like, granted, we having like, obviously this kid, the autistic kid, like there's something going on there where he's like escaping the house a lot and all this stuff. Like, that's a concern. So obviously it's going to be a little bit more difficult navigating that and the behaviors that come with that. See, and this is like another reason why I'm like, you know what? Good thing I don't have kids, because I don't know if I would ever run into an issue like that. Now I live in a neighborhood where I don't know any of my neighbors and I can't ask any of them to help out, at least just with like making sure that the 12-year-old boy isn't escaping. Like, can they just hang out at your house? Can the one kid just hang out at your house for a while so that you can ensure that they're not going to escape? You can't like set up play dates for the kids while you're gone. Like, you don't have any family whatsoever that's going to come over and help. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, my mom, dude, her parents, first of all, she shunned my dad's parents, but they weren't going to help out anyway. They didn't give a shit. Her parents, nope. anytime that she was like struggling and the power went out because she didn't pay the bill, sorry. Like sometimes my grandpa would help, but he'd be like, you have to pay me back immediately. And she's like, okay, well the power's going to go out again because I don't have any money because I have to pay you back. Like he did not give a shit about us being home alone or living in a cold, dark house with no stove or refrigerator. He didn't care. But like, to me, I couldn't imagine that. Like, I couldn't imagine having kids and then seeing them have kids and then think like, oh, they need help with childcare. Oh, they need like, oh yeah, I'd rather them just burn up in the house. Oh, I'd rather the young one escape the house and like get kidnapped or hit by a car or I don't care. Like that just sounds crazy to me. Like, no, like, let's drop them off here. The dogs will babysit them. Too many shitty people in the world. It's just I don't understand it. Like how do you end up with like literally like there's none of your neighbors, like none of your kids have friends that have parents that can help out. Like I lived in a neighborhood we were growing up. Like I had friends that lived in the neighborhood, and so like sometimes we would be over at their house, or sometimes they would come over to our house, depending on like if my mom was home or not, right? But that was just how it was. And like, we didn't even have to ask. My mom wouldn't have to say like, can I pay you to babysit the kids? It was just more so like my friend would say, can I have Courtney over? And then I would call my mom and be like, can I go over to my friend's house? And then I would just go over there. And that was just what it was. I can't grasp this idea of like, okay, maybe he does, maybe with his condition, he's at a point where he doesn't really make a lot of friends. Okay, that's fine. But your other kids also don't have friends, that they can't be like, hey, I'm going to go over to my friend's house and bring my brother with me. Like none of that. But also like the older kids. So it says that the kids were 16, 14, and 12. And instead of locking the place up, like locking them in the house, they couldn't just have the older kids just watch the younger one, make sure he didn't leave if they were all just hanging out in the house anyway. Like you're already locking them in the house, like forcing the kids to babysit them. You can't, they're 16 and 14-year-old aren't smart enough to keep the kid from escaping the house. Maybe put the lock on like on a specific window, you know, like, okay, this particular room, like his bedroom or whatever, he's definitely going to be like behind closed doors there. So he can't go in there. But otherwise, we all just hang out in the living room together. Like, what were they doing otherwise? I just don't, that part really doesn't, I can't grasp it. Like, I don't understand how, like, I would be punishing them. I would be like, you need to keep your brother from leaving. How is it so hard? He's 12. Put him in front of the TV. What? It makes no sense to me either, Courtney. Apparently we grew up in a different time. Yeah, I just can't wrap my head around this at all. Like I mean, and I think now, you know, I mean, I don't really know my neighbors like all that well, right? Like it's not like I'm super like buddy with all of them. I know them. Like I know of like some of my neighbors and stuff like that. But if any of my neighbors were like, I need your help with whatever, like I remember talking to the grandma down the street that always carries a gun, and she was saying that she wasn't able to rescue a dog because it had health problems. And she said that on her paperwork, she said that her car wasn't reliable in the snow. And so like, it might be difficult to get the dog to an emergency vet like if the dog had an emergency during like a snowstorm or something. And my first thought was like, I can get to the snow in my car. Call me. Hey, I just met her too. Like when she was telling me about this, like forever ago. And I was still just like, just call me. I don't care. You want my number? Here. Like I'll help you out. Like if you are ever in a situation like that at all, I'll help you out. It just is weird to me to think that like there are people out there that don't do that. Like they just don't think like, okay, this is my neighbor. I'll help them out if they need something. Is the mom being charged with criminally negligent homicide? I think that's still under, I guess they're investigating. I guess they're trying to investigate what's going on because it doesn't look like there were any charges pressed at all. But like, I mean, it'd be really sad if there were, like, this is punishment enough, but at the same time, like, girl. And that's another thing. Okay, so you locked the kids inside the house; they can't escape. They're clearly not taking care of the 12-year-old with autism that kept escaping in the first place. Investigators are saying that the fire started in the living room. I'm honestly under the impression that the 12-year-old boy lit the fire in the living room because nobody was paying attention to him yet again. Are there not like any type of like assistance programs at all available when it comes to having a kid with special needs, especially to an extent where they're 12 years old and like breaking out of the house and like doing that kind of stuff? Because that's just crazy. I feel like I feel like there are like programs and stuff that you could put your kids through. When it comes like when they do have special needs, like it just. But I just can't. The kids should have been, obviously the kids needed to be watching their sibling. The parents were forcing, or the mom at least was forcing the kids to watch the sibling anyway. Locking them in the house is not the answer. But what they could have done was enforce watching the sibling. It should have been mandatory. Like clearly they weren't doing anything else. It wasn't like the kids were playing sports, hanging out with friends, anything like that. They were still at the house. Like they seriously couldn't be mindful enough of the brother and ensuring that he didn't escape. Some things that other people do don't make sense. Yeah. That's really sad. It's really sad. That's really frustrating. Okay. So is that it? Is there anything else that we need to talk about before we go? I did think that I was going to go a little bit longer tonight, but I guess not. I don't know. Somebody came out to say hello. Hi, honey. Oh, hi. Thank you. Yeah, you're very sweet. Look who else showed up. Here she is, the one that threw my back out yesterday. Look at this dog. Yeah, you're so cute. She hasn't changed a single thing about herself. She still makes everything very complicated and difficult. Penelope is still in bed. Hi, sweetheart. You need attention. You need attention, huh? Hold on. Hold on a second. Ugh. Bees, they're so tiny. You want to come here? Okay. Chungus and other puppy. It's Cricket. It's Chungus and Cricket. Poor Cricket. It's okay. Look how sad she is now. He didn't know. It's all right. Yeah, he just didn't know. Okay. She won't. Oh, geez. Oh, my God. Nope, nope, nope. Paw straight down the shirt. Okay, Max. Oh, wait. Oh, geez. What is wrong with me? Okay, Max with the $5. Oh, wait, whoops. Anything more Katy Perry or Blue Origin related? Maybe the stories have been told. Oh, thanks for reminding me. I actually saved something. About Katy Perry. Did I save it? Nope. It's somewhere. I'll find it. So Katy Perry, people keep saying like, I don't understand why we keep shitting on Katy Perry. Like, I don't see, she didn't do anything wrong. Like, she just makes crappy pop music or whatever. Oh, you're in for a treat.
Since we're all here hating on Katy Perry, I figured I would talk about this thing that I learned the other day called the Perry Act, which is because of Katy Perry.
So the Perry Act, this is actually something based on, this is an act put into place because of Katy Perry.
And it's not good. This act was brought to lawmakers because of Katy Perry's repeated financial abuse against elders. It was proposed after Katy Perry's most recent legal battle regarding her home in California. So she tried to purchase this property from like an 85-year-old veteran in like Montecito something, California. He actually had just gone through back surgery. So he was on painkillers. And when he agreed to the sale, he was not in a right state of mind, right?
That right there, though, should have already been like used in a court of law, right? That right there. Like this man was on painkillers when he was on drugs when he signed this. This doesn't hold up, but no.
And so a couple days later, he actually tries to back out of the sale, and Katy Perry sued him in a 4-year-long legal battle, which she actually ended up winning because her argument was that, well, he founded 1-800-Flowers, and therefore he could be in sound mind. Even
that makes absolutely no sense either. Like, how did that? Who ruled on that? Who decided? Like, okay, yeah, no, you're right. What?
though he had just undergone major back surgery, had a cognitive disorder, and was on painkillers. So in 2024,
yeah, like just because you founded a company that became successful doesn't mean that that you were in like your what's the word, like sound of mind when you signed a document.
or Katy Perry evicted a 85-year-old veteran from his home in California.
An 85-year-old man who just had surgery and was on painkillers.
Because she wanted that home. And you want to know what? That wasn't even the first time that she did something like that.
This is where it gets extra freaking crazy.
The first time that she did it to a group of nuns. I'm not joking. So these nuns did not want to sell the property to her. They actually wanted to go with another buyer. And Katy Perry sued the nuns. And literally in court, right before, this is so crazy. Oh my God. In court, one of the nuns goes, Katy Perry, please stop, and then drops dead in court. That was in 2018. So
This woman collapsed, died in court while asking Katy Perry to stop her bullshit.
Now we come to the Perry Act, which stands for Protecting Elder Realty for Retirement Years Act. And this act is supposed to establish a 72-hour cooling off period where basically if somebody in the party...
I think it needs to be longer because I think in some cases, some of the elderly, they might not be like informing other people in their family about certain things. And those people need to be have time to be informed of what's going on.
In the sale is over 75 years of age, then any party in that sale can back out within 72 hours free of penalties. All because Katy Perry decided to evict elderly nuns and an elderly veteran from their homes. So if that's the first time you're hearing about it, welcome to the club. I just found out about this like yesterday.
First of all, if you're selling property and you decide to go with a certain buyer, that person, the other person that wanted to buy it, should not be allowed to sue you. The fact that she sued them for going with a different buyer. Oh my God.
Thanks for listening.
That I was already annoyed that she bought the what is it, Bragg's apple cider. She bought that out and then started using the Bill Gates apples and completely fucking ruined it. Oh, that was enough for me. But then like with all that, dude, it's so predatory and disgusting that she is zeroing in on property sales specifically with elderly people and is clearly screwing them over. My guess is that she's like lowballing them and doing a bunch of like shady shit and screwing them over in the contracts. And like, again, somebody is later reading them and going, wait. You just tweeted, Courtney. I just tweeted right now. What did I tweet? I did not tweet anything. Did somebody steal my account? What are you talking about? Okay, no. All right. Anyway. Why did she do that? She's insane. Like, because seriously, what is the thought process behind that? What is the thought process behind purchasing all this property everywhere, specifically from elderly people, but also like suing them if they don't want to sell to you? That's the part that like really messes me up. She's a gross person. She's a terrible person. I'm blown away. Like that's forever documented. Like there's court documents that document that moment of this woman yelling, "Katy Perry, please stop," and collapsing and dying. Katy Perry doesn't care. Doesn't care. Deranged lunatic with the 199. Poor Katy Perry is only worth $350 million. She needs to buy more property so that she can be worth more money. Poor Katy. She's so gross. Not only was he stuck in a lease for a car he couldn't drive, it was the only way to get him around and use the handicap amenities he needed. Oh my God. It's so sad. It's really, really sad. Why aren't we watching it? What, that court hearing? When the lady died? Why aren't we watching what? Which one? I don't have video footage of that. Well, I mean, it might be out there. If it was in California, it might be out there. Oh, see my previous comment. I don't know where your previous comment is. Oh, my grandpa was in his 80s. Okay. and not driving, and a dealership leased him a new car. Wow. Then someone convinced him to get a handicap license plate rather than a placard. When my dad found out, he was pissed. Oh my God. Okay, so not only was he stuck in a lease for a car he couldn't drive, it was the only way to get him around and use the handicap amenities. Oh my God. That is just, she was told to put her money in assets, which appreciate. Yeah, that's a good idea. But abusing the elderly in the process, not a good look. You could buy something else. Watching what? The WrestleMania clip? That's what I'm thinking. Is she even human? She might be a robot. Dude. It like that is seriously like just so it's so gross. It's just very inhumane to be treating people like that and to like just the simple fact that like, okay, so she wants to do the thing that rich people do, oh, you put your money in assets, whatever. Abusing the elderly in the process. Her music isn't even good. No, it's not. It's not good.
And Judge, it sounds like just one witness. We're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
We're off the record.
We're off the record, unfortunately.
We're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
We're off the record.
Asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Huh, so good. What did the lawyer say right before WrestleMania that set her off? He was talking about potentially having a witness sequestered, and he was like, we're considering sequestration, but it might be a moot point. And then she WrestleMania. Want to watch it again? Hi. Look at that dumb face. You come here? Okay. She's stretching. Give her a second. Yeah, you big stretch. Oh. You want to say something? Tell the world. Let's watch it again. I said we're watching it again, Twitter. This disrespect, We're just trying to watch the same video that we watched 47 million times previously. And you're over here. Making it difficult on us. Okay, here we go.
But that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
Asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
It's fun every time. According to what I found, there's no official video of the nun passing. So it's just court documents, not, it wasn't recorded or wasn't like video recorded. Russell Hall with the $2. Save the video and make it a GIF. Well, there is already a GIF. See? K-Max with the $2. Kanye West or Ye has tweet material to cover. He has that song, that weird song. Colton with the $5. Oops. What? No. What? Oh my God. What am I? What do I dream about? I don't really remember my dreams, but they're very weird. How do you exactly annotate a person dying? You just have to write down everything that's happening. Clutched her hands to her chest. Katy Perry, please stop. She fell to the ground. Makes dying noises. Yeah. Isn't there like a gurgle? Also, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced GIF. I will never pronounce it that way. It's GIF. It's GIF. The G stands for graphic. It's not graphic. How do we know Taylor didn't end that nun? Maybe the nuns were the bad guys and Taylor Shabusiness was there. And she got them because they were bad guys. Please don't say you dream about Tony. Please don't say you dream about Tony. No, I can't. Because then I would be embarrassed. What? I don't understand. Giraffic. It's like giraffe. It's like Jurassic Park, but it's Giraffic Park. It's just a park full of violent giraffes. Katy Perry hired Taylor to assassinate the nuns. The lawyer thought he was in a court battle, but surprise, motherfucker, WrestleMania. Yeah. You can't what? Dream about Tony? Good. Let's keep it that way. Well, listen, even if I did, I can't even say anything anymore. I'm too embarrassed. Courtney dreams about NSYNC or Hanson. Maybe. Trying to remember if I have or not. I don't really know. I don't really remember a lot of my dreams. Trying to think if I had a dream that was like funny enough to share. Courtney can dream about anyone she wants, even genies. Oh yeah. What was that? That was a song too, right? That was something. I don't know. What? Justin Timberlake or Joey Bass. It's Lance Bass or Joey Fatone. It might as well be the same though, you know. Justin Timberlake. That's funny. Russell Hanson? Yes, I am 175,000 years old. I was 12 when Mbop was a thing. Yeah, that was my jam. That was my shit when I was a kid. I was like 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I even have a photo with Isaac Hansen. I was 32 in that picture. Wait, what? Wait. Wait. When was that? I was 32 in that picture. Wow. Yeah, I was 32 in that picture. Chungus dreams about choo-choos. Oh, you chunga choo-choo. She's so funny when she has her dog dreams. She's like, it's really cute. The other day, Cricket wanted to fight a Rottweiler, and so I had to, when we were on our walk, so I had to pick her up for a minute to like get her to stop being annoying. And the whole time, I wasn't even like holding her. I had her like this while I'm walking Penelope. Oh, I'm sorry. I know you know, but she was not uncomfortable. She was just like hanging out like that. But I didn't have her. I wasn't holding like her butt. So I was holding Penelope's leash, and she was just dangling in my arm. It was so funny. She's so cute. Is that Katy Perry in the courtroom yelling WrestleMania? She could never. Katy Perry is not cool enough to WrestleMania. She's a horrible person. Oh, you gonna go? I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Courtney dreams about a guy who's a mix of Elon style. Just a little touch of Donald Trump's wild style with JD Vance's smile. I like where we're going with it, but it does sound. I don't know. I mean, not sure who to throw in the body. I don't either. Like that baby chunk of choo-choo. I don't even know what kind of guy. Wait, I'll be honest. That guy doesn't worry about me at all. The guy that I apparently dream about. I dream about Russell Hall. I think. Do I? Her space video is more unforgivable than litigating against olds. Crying at a camera with a daisy in your hand. The bitch was jacked up on mushrooms, and we know it. Who works out in Congress? Oh, hold on. Pete Hegseth. Who else was in space? So Lauren Sanchez, Amanda Nguyen, Aisha Bao, Lauren Sanchez, Aisha Bao, Gail King, and then I can't remember her last name, Carrie Ann something. She was she apparently was like the filmographer or whatever, which she wasn't recording anything. Russell Hall with the $2. Am I wearing a striped shirt with a bladed glove? What? Are you eating my hair? Your whiskers. Oh, you are eating my hair. You need. It's okay. It's not your fault. I just can't let you. I don't want you eating hair. Jasmine Crockett. Yeah. Aisha Bao, aka Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett went up in a rockety. I still think that that's what that poem needed to be. Jasmine Crockett. Yeah. Went up in a rockety. Wait. Yeah. Jasmine Crockett went up in a rockety. She's never seen Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, that's what I was trying really hard to figure out what that was in reference to. My first thought, I was like, not Wolverine. Did you know that Freddy Krueger was a kid toucher? Just saying. Courtney, I'm sure you're not the only woman that's ever dreamt about Russell Hall. That's not a haiku. What's not a haiku? Jasmine Crockett went up in a rockety. I just need 5 more syllables, and that's a haiku. Robert England? No, well, not the actor. No, that's Freddy Krueger. No, that's the story of Freddy Krueger. He was a kid toucher. And that was why, what was it? Like, that was why he got, like, tortured and murdered? Yeah, thank you, AV Tom. Doesn't anyone know the story? Jasmine Crockett went up in a rockety. I need to stop saying that. The very last movie, they go through that. Yeah, he doesn't do good things. Yeah, he does bad things. 5 more syllables. Yeah, I know. I didn't say it was finished. I was starting. Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, NKFT, sorry, you weren't there. Sorry. So the other night when on one of Keanu's streams, they were talking about this whole situation. And that was why we started calling Aisha Bo Jasmine Crockett, is because Mickey pointed out that she looked like her. Then they were starting to write poems about it, and they wanted to write a haiku, and they went with Jasmine P. Crockett went up in a rocket ship. Oh no, she didn't. And I was like, well, I think you should start it off with Jasmine Crockett went up in a rockety. And then maybe finish it off with, oh no, she didn't. I don't know. But that's why. That's what that was all about. So I'm glad you're caught up. Katie Max with the $5. Favorite 80s horror guy, Freddy Krueger, Jason, or Chucky? Throw in Mike Myers as well. I hope you have a favorite. Well, I didn't watch Halloween when I was a kid. Probably Chucky. I think probably Chucky. I do like Friday the 13th. And I remember my sister loved. This is how good of a parent my mom was, though. We were so young when my mom would like let us watch those kinds of movies that my sister didn't know how to properly pronounce Freddy Krueger, and so she would say, "I want to watch Freddy Krueger," in her little kid voice, and my mom would let her watch Freddy Krueger. Like, I remember a friend of mine coming over to our house. I must have been like 8. And my mom insisted that we watch The Exorcist. And I had a friend over. So my friend was there. Okay. I was 8. My mom insisted that we watch The Exorcist. My friend had to go home because she was 8 watching The Exorcist. Who the fuck does that? Yeah, Freddy Krueger, little kid, just a little baby. I'm a maniac. So, shows you why I'm so well adjusted. Okay, well, I'm going to get going then. I think it's time. It's time to land the ship. I'm running out of gas. Eat some cake. I already ate it all. So if you choose, what's the word? Anyway, that's Adam's stream that I just linked in the chat. I'm gonna be there in a little bit. In the chat, not on the stream, just in the chat. So if you want to hang, Russell Hollow with the $5. No, Russell, no. Jasmine Crockety went up in a rockety. Chains of daisies bloom. So I did look this up last night during Simpcast, but didn't get a chance to tell everyone what a degenerate you are. Why is it not? What? Come on. What was it? Chain of daisies? Oh. Thought I can't. Wait. What? Chain. Why is it that bad? Chains. Nothing's coming up. What? I thought. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Okay. Do we want the Urban Dictionary definition of daisy chain? Often found in porn, a phenomenon where multiple female participants perform cunnilingus on each other in a circular formation, permitting each participant to both give and receive oral sex simultaneously. So not that bad. Okay. Here's another one: sexual position involving multiple partners. One partner is pleasuring the. Okay, so it looks like they're all the same. A group of 3 or more male homosexuals can join penis to anus to form an endless chain. The idea is to ejaculate at the exact same time. Okay. Well, this one was mild compared to the crazy ass shit that you mentioned the other night. Okay, not that one. What other ones? The other ones were mild, were like more tame than that one. But they're also very mild, very tame compared to the weird stuff that you had me looking up the other night. Better than human centipede. Yeah. It's close, but nowhere near as bad. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get to going. But like I said, I will be, I'll be in the chat here on Adam's channel in a minute. So you can go there and WrestleMania it up, and I will be there in a few moments. were there any examples of the porn that I'm not going to share that. Oh, Russell. God bless him. Okay. Well, everybody, it's been fun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time. Whatever things. I'll be back soon. I don't know exactly when though. They have a vet appointment on Wednesday at 2. So I'll figure out something to navigate around it. So whatever, we'll figure it out and I'll see you then. Okay. Bye bye. Oh, and remember, nobody likes to do Trust Falls Alone. Okay. I guess that just means we're having to do this again. Oh no.
To an end, stars are fading, lights descend. Thank you for this time we've spent. Memories shared, hearts will mend. We had such a great time here, laughter, love, and moments dear. Every smile, every cheer. Now it's time to disappear. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on night to you. Walking out until daylight, city's glow turns into night. Hold these moments nice and tight. In my dreams you'll shine so bright. Every goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh grace, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Holy goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again.